venue. Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. There by the defense.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
On the ground, it's Owens. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin him back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his touch. situation and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting into midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Handoff, Caden Durham.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Finds the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play off.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now staring at a 3rd down.
Wide 53. Wide 53.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Making side adjustments here. They want to run this quarterback. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Levitt. Buys a little time. Going for 6. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Touchdown, Tiger! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Craver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
On the run, it's Owens. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Reed, here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
One final play before the end of the quarter. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
The option, he'll keep it. He'll pitch it. Makes it past the marker. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He's going for the big play. Got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finds his man, and they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Here's Reed to throw. That's caught. It's Riley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. It's complete on the right side.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
The run inside. It's Owens. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Through, and the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time.
Could be an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Grabbed in the middle. It's Craven. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead.
He's going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. LSU quick to the line. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used
Hey, what's up,
timeout.
JT?
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
What you got? Yeah,
We're
we're
on the 17-yard
moving
line. It's first
way
and
too
10.
fast on a lot of this stuff.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Durham.
Yeah.
Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to
We
move
can
the
only give
chains.
our suggestions, I guess.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Number 1, you said?
They'll get
That's
it
good to
the
go?
48. No need to measure it to first down. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Hawkeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the
My
field.
God,
His
dude.
interception of the day. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
Runs through a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, in a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got a man, it's Brown. Breaks into the open on the left. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Now here's Reed. Looking for a big play. Makes a deep grab. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Running inside, it's Owens. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Reed Snags it over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Back to throw, it's Reed. Gets it to him on the screen. Fighting off the defender. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. A designed run for the quarterback. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to march in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking for the goal line, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So this offense has just made things tougher on itself here on 3rd and goal after the holding penalty. Here's Reed to throw. Complete. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Levin. A little release to the back. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Up in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to Caden Durham. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Caden Durham again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They've got to down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, if you're a fan watching this offense, you have got to love what you're seeing from your new quarterback. They knew going to the portal was going to be a major, major deal for them coming into this season. They found a...
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
5-53.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space. It's Edwards. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that. Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Back to pass, it's Levin. He's going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. Like you got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Here's a give to Durham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And he'll be run out of bounds. And these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs. And this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making a big tackle in the open field.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Hall. There's a little room there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Will took everything on defense. Just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster now.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
you have filter? I told her. Am I supposed to work on this anything or not? Because she wants to. Okay. No what? But that was only to come in and show the team he's confident in. Okay. Alright, well, I'll get this one set. Look, they kind of, it doesn't look like they shot this road. I see the point. And they have like a grid, but you know how like the other road is like you see the curves. I mean, I guess it's not necessary. No, that's not good. That's good. Okay. I got you. So this is gonna be a brand new road they're building. Okay, the one to the okay, so that's the line. I want to make it too. Oh, I see it. Okay, and that's what we're holding up on. Okay, alright, cool. I'll get this one set up and they can see if they can use for that one. Alright, bro. Well, if you need anything from me, let me know. Yep. Okay, you got your glasses removed? I gotta read it too. Yeah. That'll be my last one for the day. No, I just opened up a template for started. I haven't really done any work on that. What has to change on it? Oh. I asked you about this because normally you have some type of service or something someone is leaving the main road. Okay. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've done a few of these. It's not normally going to fit perfect. I've done a few with Chris Kennedy also for EDX and projects. They hardly ever hit perfect, but at the same time, they never sent one back to you. Yeah. Right up. All right.